Hey guys, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home, and I've got some really good news about physical media to share with you. Hey everyone, so thanks for coming back to the channel. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there in this crazy time. As you know, I've been kind of covering this coronavirus and how it's been impacting home entertainment and movies and movie theaters. Throughout the last couple of months, I've been putting videos in here and there, and I have another really interesting topic to talk about today. Some new sales numbers that came out regarding Blu-ray and DVD players, which is super interesting to see. Now, if you're interested in this sort of stuff and you like Blu-ray, DVD, 4K reviews, home theater, just collecting movies or movies in general, I think you'd really like the channel. So please consider subscribing. Make sure you like the video so others will see this, and let me know in the comments your thoughts about what I'm going to tell you in this video. With that being said, let's jump right into it. This will be a quick one today. So a recent report came out last week from a group called the NPD Group, and what they are is sort of a consumer market research group that dives into music, movies, entertainment, and they kind of look at sales numbers, and they have tracking from millions of different sales and tens of thousands of brick and mortar and e-commerce stores, and they get all this data and then they report on it so people in the market can kind of get those research numbers and then apply that to how they're running their businesses. So they're sort of just a regular market research group, but they're very focused on home entertainment, music, movies, media, that sort of thing. So their report that came out was that, this pandemic is actually increasing Blu-ray and DVD player sales for the first time in quite a few years. This past report came out, it was the week of April 18th, so not this past week, but the week before. And during that week, Blu-ray and DVD player sales rose by 27%. Now, you're probably saying that's not a ton, 27%, whatever, we're bound to see a spike here because everyone's staying at home. But the interesting thing is that almost every month prior to this, it was losing 50%, 40%, 30%. It was going down, 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 down. And so to go up 27% means there was almost a 60-70% swing in interest when it comes to Blu-ray and DVD players, which is really interesting and something to keep an eye on. I think that this pandemic, maybe people are going through their streaming services, they've watched everything on Netflix, they've watched everything on Amazon, Hulu, Disney Plus, and now they're looking for, what's that movie I really like? And it's not on streaming. And so they go, I gotta buy a Blu-ray player, buy a DVD player even. Either way, those are both gateways into more people buying physical media and more people becoming collectors like us. So it's a really good sign that we're seeing things trend in that direction. Physical media sales have also been very strong during this, although it is harder to get them. So that's another interesting thing. Amazon's delayed, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, they're doing curbside pickups. Actually, Target and Walmart are open most places, but people aren't going to buy movies, but sales have still been really strong. You'd think that those would take a dive, but they haven't yet, as people are trying to basically pick up these movies and watch them at home. They're much more interested in Blu-ray, 4K, and DVD releases than finding it on streaming or trying to pay $15 or $20 for a rental. So just some really interesting numbers, because so many people have talked about Blu-ray is dead, physical media is dead, and yet we see something like this where people are forced to really take a hard look at what's available on their streaming services. And as more and more streaming services become available, people are not going to sign up for all of these. You've got Netflix, you've got Hulu, you've got Amazon Prime, you have Disney Plus, you have the new you have CBS All Access, you have the new Peacock Premium, which honestly sounds like something some fetish site is selling. It's one of the worst names of a streaming service I've ever heard, but that's NBC and Universal and Comcast have Peacock Premium. So that's supposed to be coming soon. I'm a Comcast subscriber. They've already asked me if I want a free trial. They're pushing that. And so if you think about that, so Disney Plus has all the Disney movies, all the Fox movies. Those are major studios. Those are stripped from Amazon, from Hulu, from Netflix. Netflix is losing shows like The Office and Parks and Rec to the Peacock, the NBC premium streaming service. And more often, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, these are becoming places to go for original content, and they're sort of becoming their own studios where the strategy is to release movies and release shows and documentaries direct to streaming. but they're losing so many major catalog titles every day, every month. Thousands of more movies and TV shows are gone off the service, and they get the rights back to some, but it's going to be really, really hard to keep up. And you're going to have to look for a movie through 6, 7, 8 different apps, and maybe none of them have it. And that's why I think that people are starting to see this. They're spending more time at home. They're spending more time looking at these streaming services and realizing my favorite movie is not on here, or this TV show I really like is not on here. I'm going to go buy a player and buy the set and just spend $50 and have the set, or spend $20 and have the movie and own it because I really like it and nobody's streaming it. So I think there's some interesting shifts that are taking place with people. We'll see if it continues here over the next month or so as this thing hopefully tapers out and we get back into more of a normal swing of things. But it is a really encouraging sign to see a 27% increase there on the players, because without the players, nobody's buying movies. So the movie sales can go down and down and down, but if the player sales start to go up, then you have to assume that more people will start buying the movies. And by no means do I think that physical media is in trouble. It's got its ups and downs, and you watch. Think about vinyl, think about music. I like to liken it to that, or books, and how they take a dive when a new technology comes out, and they dive, and then people kind of get sick of it, and they come back, and all of a sudden they find the quality, and vinyl sales start to go up again. Hardcover books and physical books versus ebooks start to go up again. You see these swings and things, and people get excited about technology, and then come back to where the quality is eventually. And that's what I think maybe we're starting to see the beginning of here. That would be really cool. It may take some more time, but I think people are starting to take notice that streaming is not 100% the way to go. Now, I love streaming as much as the next person. Don't get me wrong. I love watching Netflix originals, Amazon Prime, Hulu. I watch all these on the daily, and they have great original shows, but that's really what they're all about, is their original content. And for that, I really enjoy them. They're great, but they don't do a great job with other studios' content. And as we get more and more platforms, things are getting more and more split up, and it's harder to find your favorite movie. So that was just some interesting news. And, streaming devices are also on the ups. They had a much higher rise than Blu-ray and DVD players, of course. Streaming services, streaming devices were up like 70, 80%. Those are, things like Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. Those are obviously going up as more people are at home. But the cool thing is to see that Blu-ray and DVD players have finally trended positive. This is the first time in a long time, and the more Blu-ray and DVD players you get into people's houses, that means the more people that are going to go out and buy those discs. Even if they only buy a handful of discs a year, it helps grow that industry. It helps people realize the quality, and hopefully it helps studios that we really like keep getting the support to put out great physical media titles, and not just skip and go to streaming or do really terrible Blu-ray and 4K releases that are bare bones because they just don't care. There isn't enough money in it. It's still a billion-dollar industry, a multi-billion-dollar industry, but we need to build it up a little bit more, and this is a great sign. So that's about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. If you think maybe I'm over-exaggerating the success here, if you think this will start to come down, or maybe it'll start to keep going up. I just thought it was a really interesting topic to talk about and hopefully have a discussion about in the comments with all you guys in this community. So I wanted to make you aware of that. And whenever there's good news about physical media, regardless of how big or how small it is, I like to bring that to you on this channel. So hope you appreciated that and hope you liked this quick video. If you do like this video, remember, leave a comment, like it, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, make sure everything's set up, make sure you follow me on Instagram, check out all the links down in my description, and stay tuned for more videos. I've got more stuff coming. I'm trying to create as much content as I can during all this downtime, but life is as crazy for me as it is for a lot of other people. So bear with me as I try to work through some 4K reviews and find the time to sit down and watch things with everything that's going on in the world. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the content recently, even though it's been a little bit different. It's been more news focused, but I think it's a new interesting angle I'm taking. So I hope you like it. Let me know if you do. But again, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Have a great rest of your weekend. Hope you're staying safe and healthy, and hope you have a great day. So I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thank you for watching.